Hello everybody, how are you doing today? We're gonna keep learning about quantifiers and how to use them. Remember that quantifiers are words that help us express a quantity or an amount. Today I want to show you a different way of understanding how to use quantifiers. There are some quantifiers that are only used with singular words and some quantifiers that are only used with plural nouns. As you know, what are the plural nouns? Plural equals countable, always. And if a word is singular, it may be non-countable. Okay, but not always. But for this exercise only, if we're talking about something in singular, we're talking about something that is not countable. And if the word or the sentence, I see it in plural form, that means that it's countable for this exercise. Okay, so we have the red is indicating that this sentence there's something in singular. So in that case, I can use either much or a little. If the sentence I see something that is plural, then that means that I can use many or a few. That is how the exercise works. Let's see some examples. Remember, if I see something singular, okay, I can use much or a little. If the sentence is in plural, then I can use many. No voy a decir many, por favor, many está equivocado. Many, a few, muchos, unos o unos cuantos, much, listen to the pronunciation, much, mucho, a little, un poco, a little. So let's do some exercises so you can see what I'm talking about here. I'm going to do the same thing that I was talking about. The exercises that I'm going to be doing are basically the same. Let's see the instructions. The instruction says complete the sentences with much or many. What am I going to do? Okay, I'm going to read the sentence. My mom doesn't like milk in her tea. I have to think. Okay, if I see something in red, that means that I can use much or a little. So I'm going to use the color red to help me out. Okay, milk, it's something that I'm going to be using for singular. Red means singular. So in this case, I'm going to click here. Let's see if I can do the exercise. Okay. Okay, looks like I'm having some technical issues. Okay, there we go. So in this case, because the milk is singular, I can use much. You see? Number 3. Okay, I see the word rice. Okay, rice is also singular. So I'm going to be using much. Remember, much, it's only used with singular words. Number 4, we don't eat blank potatoes. Okay, now this is plural, so I'm going to be using blue to remember. Okay, what does the color blue mean? Okay, means that is something countable. I can use many. So I'm gonna write here many. I already did number 5 by accident. The word coffee is singular. Look that after the space, I look for something to know if it is singular or plural. 6 can be a little bit tricky. Let's see, in many countries, there isn't blank fish. So people eat a lot of meat. Okay. So in this case, the context is telling me, okay, fish is something singular. So I will be using much. Okay. Exercise number 4. We're gonna do it for homework. Exercise 4. Wow, this is hard. Okay. Let's continue with exercise 5. Complete the conversation, circle the correct quantifiers. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to read the conversation and I'm going to look for some context to know if the sentence is in singular or if it is in plural. If it is singular, I know what kind of quantifiers I can use, the ones that you saw in red. If we're talking about something in plural, then I can use the other two. What kind of juice is this? It's delicious. It has 2 kinds of fruit. There's a little orange juice in it, and there's a lot of mango juice. So in this case, a lot of is used here because a lot of, we can use it all the time without any problems. Number 2, is there. Okay, when I see is there, that is a very important word because we're talking about something in singular. And I see the word pasta, that is also singular. So I'm going to probably use is there much. Is there much pasta on the menu? Hay mucha pasta en el menú? No, but there's, I'm going to use much or a lot of. In yesterday's class, we said that we don't use much in affirmative sentences. So I can use a lot of. 3, can I make a sandwich? Sure, but there isn't much bread, many bread. No hay mucho pan o muchos panes. The word bread in English is singular. I don't see the letter S. So I would have to use much. What about cheese? Cheese is another word that is singular, so I wouldn't be surprised if I have to use something in singular. Cheese. You're in luck. Tienes suerte. There's much cheese or there's a lot of cheese. In this case, I want to say hay mucho queso, but we know we're not going to use much in affirmative sentences. How do I know that? Okay, remember the language tip from last class. There's a lot of cheese. A lot of is easy because you can do it, you can use it just about anytime you want. How do you how do you make this salad? ¿Cómo se hace esta ensalada? It's easy. I use a few cold potatoes. I use a little cold potatoes. Yo uso unas papas o yo uso un poco de papas. Okay, the word potatoes, it's plural. So in this case, the word potatoes is plural. So I'm going to say I use a few potatoes, eggs, and a few chicken or a little chicken. Okay, the word chicken in English is singular. This is a non-countable word. So I would choose, without hesitation, I would use a little chicken. Okay, like I said before, your homework is going to be copy and complete exercise 4. What is exercise 4? I'm going to finish with this picture so you can copy and complete exercise 4. The only difference in exercise 4 is that you're not going to use much or many. You only have a few or a little. Ok, un repasito en español para asegurarnos que nadie se va a quedar con ninguna duda. Estamos viendo en esta clase que los cuantificadores, las palabras que me ayudan a expresar cantidad en inglés, si usted todavía no lo ha entendido, pues hay otra forma más, podríamos decir, más directa de verlo, ¿verdad? Cuando yo uso algo en plural, tengo que usar un cuantificador que solo me sirve para plural. Si yo uso algo en singular, estoy hablando de leche, de confianza, de amor, de arroz, frijoles, algo que no se puede cuantificar de forma, ¿verdad?, entera, de forma fácil. Entonces voy a usar much o voy a usar a little. Entonces, esto es para que haya coherencia. Busco en la oración algo que me dé una pista si estamos hablando de algo singular o plural. Ojo, la pista va a ser después del cuantificador. En este caso, el cuantificador yo sé que estaría acá. Ok, necesito espacio ayuda. Como yo sé que la ayuda es algo singular, no es algo que se pueda cuantificar en singular o plural, podría usar much o podría usar a little. Yo usaría little. Aquí dice hay espacio tomates. Ok, como la oración me está dando la pauta que es plural, podría usar este o este. Yo podría preguntar, ¿Are there many tomatoes? ¿Hay muchos tomates? Entonces su tarea va a ser copiar y en su cuaderno y completar el ejercicio número 4. Aquí le dejo el ejercicio número 4. Lo que fui explicando yo aquí era básicamente lo mismo. Me fijo, ok, ¿de qué estamos hablando aquí? Ah, ok, de la leche. Ah, ok, la leche es algo que no se puede cuantificar, por eso uso much. El arroz igual, no se puede cuantificar, entonces no puedo usar many. No puedo decir tú comes muchos arroces. Tengo que preguntar, ¿usted come mucho arroz? We don't eat many potatoes. No comemos muchas papas. There isn't much coffee. No hay mucho café en la cocina. No podemos decir many acá, no, porque la oración diría entonces muchos cafés. In many countries there isn't fish. En muchos países no hay muchos peces. O mucho pez en general. Porque aquí veo que adelante dice, así que las personas comen mucha carne. Acá les otros ejemplos para que vean que me voy guiando de que si el sustantivo es plural, aunque necesito un cuantificador plural. Si el sustantivo que está después del cuantificador es singular, entonces el cuantificador es singular. That is it, guys, girls. I really hope